And we're back to learning Photoshop in a year, day 57. Let me explain the principle of clipping masks. I'll import an image right here. Let me confirm this, and then I double click here to rename it. So we have a white background and the image. I'll make the image invisible. Now I'll create a simple shape. Let us, for example, create an ellipse. Just make sure that you've got a shape active in the dropdown right here. I'll left click drag. Color doesn't really matter, but I want to get rid of the stroke. You do that right here in the properties. But you don't even have to do that to use a clipping mask. Let me put it in center. Now bring the image back. I want to have it on top of my shape, so I drag it in the layers menu on top. And then I right click on it. And when I do, I can find create clipping mask right here. Alt Control G is the short key. Let me left click on it. And you can see this clips the image to the layer below, which is our ellipse shape. And you can now see this little arrow in the layers menu right next to it. When you right click on it, you can always release it. This also works for images that aren't big enough for your shape, but for the most part you want to press Ctrl T to transform it and then make it a little bit bigger than your shape. This also works on fantasy shapes, so let me use the pen tool. Again, I'm on the shape mode right here. Images on top. Let me reposition the image and make it a bit bigger. So Ctrl T, I resize it. Press enter to confirm, then right click, create clipping mask, and it's now clipped to this fantasy shape. Same principle can also be used for text. So use the type tool right here. Let me just call that masking. I'll size it up. So again, Ctrl T, press enter, and you can change the font right there. Let me just use Helvetica and make it a bit bold. The image is above my text. Right click, create clipping mask. Usually you want to position and adjust your image before you add the clipping mask. Good method is to just go down with the opacity for the image that you use for the clipping, and then you can press Ctrl T, resize it, and you can see where it's properly placed on the text. Once you've got it positioned where you want it to be, increase the opacity again, then right click, create clipping mask. That's a simple principle, but it's often used and it gives you a lot of options. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.